Alright, what is up guys? Happy Saturday. Yeah, I made a huge mistake a week ago, but more about that after the challenge. Fuck, it's so chilly. But anyway, let's start with the 5th day. So it's 5 reps of each. There's a little twist in today's and the following sessions. 5 warm-ups, 5 lower body moves exercises, 5 core exercise, 5 upper body exercise, and 5 full body exercise. So that's the game plan from now on, and more about why I changed this thing after the session. So let's start. Alright, so I'm gonna choose jog to be my first exercise. It's warming up, so 5 jogs. Like so. Then I'm gonna take 5 front lunges as my lower body exercises. Like so. And then I'm gonna take 5 incline crunches as my core exercise today. And I'm gonna take, what should we choose for upper body? Let's take assisted pull-ups. Hello, Sespian. 5 assisted pull-ups. All right, I'm doing the challenge. I'll explain just in a second. Hey, Mr. Fly. Last one, burpees. Which variation? Let's take burpees with mountain climbers. Oh, fuck. I lost count again. Was that 5? Well, just in case, one more. All right. Good job. Damn, it's so chilly. It's +1. Wind from the north. So I'm doing a 30-day challenge and 1 more rep each day in 5 different exercises. So today is 5th day of April. So it was 5, tomorrow 6. Next week it goes over 10, and in the end of the month 30 reps of each 5 exercises. But the twist is now, and I'm gonna explain a little bit more about that in a minute, why I changed this. But the twist is there's now some flexibility which exercise. So first one is some kind of warm-up, can be jumping jacks, jog, whatever actually. Second one is lower body, it can be squats, lunges, calf raises, whatever. Third one, core, it can be crunches, sit-ups, knee raises, leg raises, whatever's. Upper body, probably some kind of push-ups or pull-ups, dips, whatever. And fifth one, full body. I have only burpees in my mind for a full body weight exercise. If you have any other ideas, feel free to share. Mitä mä luulin, että sä oot jostakin muualta. This guy says, I think you were from somewhere else. Well, in spirit, I'm from somewhere else, definitely. And now he's asking, miksi puhut englantia? Why are you speaking English? Because, truthfully, I don't feel belonging in Finland. I'm not Finnish, but this is whole another topic. But anyway, to today's topic, I made a huge mistake a week ago. And for you guys, you have like a 2-second attention span. In a nutshell, don't put yourself in boxes you don't belong in or feel aligned being in. And these kind of boxes can be self-made boxes or other people's boxes. That was in a nutshell, and now outside of the nutshell, longer explanation. First example is this challenge. It started with 5 exercises which were strictly set as jumping jacks, squats, brunches, push-ups and burpees. That was my first plan. So I put myself in this box where I was allowed by me, allowed to perform only these 5 exercises, different amount of reps, of course. Today, I got bored. And then I was thinking, am I bored with this challenge? Because I get bored like super easily. Then I started to think like why I'm bored. And it wasn't this challenge. I'm actually really excited with this challenge. A little bit scared what the future holds when we go like 20 reps and up. But anyway, it wasn't the challenge I was bored with. I was bored with the 5 designated exercises. It was the same exercises which got boring already in 4 days. You know, in past years, I've been doing like a really good job getting myself out of different kind of boxes. And now here comes some examples. I got myself out of this construction box. I got myself out of this city life box, and also I got myself out of this being this certain type of a person box. And now I'm gonna explain a little bit more, so hopefully makes a little bit more sense. But anyway, fortunately I have realized in past, let's say 5-ish years that actually I don't have to be the same person I was before or even yesterday. And you don't have to be the same person either as you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, or even a day ago. And it's a little bit difficult because other people, they know only your past self. They might know you only from last year if you have met them last year. They know who you were then, but they have no idea who you are now. And hopefully you are a different person that year ago or even yesterday, even a little bit. If you don't feel like aligned and happy with some of your characteristics, for example, your spouse, work, life, friends, or even your neighborhood. If you don't feel belonging there, if you don't feel good and happy about those characteristics, all or only one, then change them. And I know it's not going to be easy because there's going to be a lot of external advices and pressure and probably some judgment if you're doing something crazy like we did a couple of years back. And also there's a lot of this fear of unknown because it's so easy to stay where you are now because that's like the safe. You know your state now, you know your neighborhood, you know your spouse and friends and work and everything. That's like comfortable. But if you are not happy with these situations, then you should change them. But it's not easy, I can say from experience. But I'm super happy that we change pretty much everything in our lives have changed in past 5 years. How to start? It's just like be like really super honest with yourself, what you actually want from your life and what you want, not what your parents want, not what your friends want or your neighbors or whoever you are in contact with, but figure out what you actually want from your life. Then just make a game plan and last one, this is the most difficult part. Trust blindly in your game plan. But you have to be pretty sure of your game plan. And if you have anyone to, make it with, someone who you trust and who this is difficult. This is whole another topic. But let's just say be really careful who you share your game plan with. If you need any assistance, we have this free ideal year worksheet on our website from averagetowarrior.com. You can check the free resources in the menu and select life resources, and there should be this ideal year exercise sheet. Just download it, and that's something we have used with our clients and actually on our life as well. And that's super helpful to if you're planning to change your whole life or some parts of it, how you actually can make it through and make it last. But anyway, there's probably not really drastic changes between couple days, but there's gonna be a huge change in a year if you just start making changes. Not to mention 15 years, and now I have a couple really interesting examples from my own life. So let's say about 15 years ago, more or less, I had bad relationships, one after another. I had uninspiring work in construction for 20 fucking years. I failed constantly with workouts. I had only these 2 to maybe 10, 12 week streaks, and then I quit. I failed like multiple times. And now comes to the worst parts. I wasn't excited in the mornings when I woke up. I wasn't excited of my life. I wasn't actually excited of anything anymore, and I wasn't happy with my life. So that was me 15 years ago. But now, let's say 15 years ago, I had bad relationships one after another. Now I have found my soulmate, my wife, my biggest fan and biggest supporter. Actually, I found her like 10 years ago already. 15 years ago, I had uninspiring work in construction. Now, I really love this ATW work. Doesn't even feel like work, but I have to call it somehow, so I call this work. I really love inspiring and helping other people to really find and unleash their true body, mind and life potential. 15 years ago, I failed constantly with my workouts. I only had these 2 weeks, 10, maybe 12 week streaks. And now, almost 2 years, I have been super consistent with workouts. Despite not being disciplined person, but I have created my own different kind of tools how I have managed to keep myself super consistent, and the change happened kind of like overnight. 15 years ago, I wasn't excited in the mornings anymore. I hadn't been like a long time. Now I'm super excited most of the mornings, but now I've been tracking why some mornings I'm not, and that's just like if I have just slept bad, like 4 hours, then my mornings start many times with anxiety, worry, and all the struggles and challenges what we are having in our lives. They just fill my mind. But when I have slept well, I feel so energized, creative, and really excited of the new day. And I'm starting to work like right away, sometimes 5 a.m., sometimes 7 a.m. I just jump out of the bed, take my laptop and start doing this creative work. I start doing these videos, I start writing my posts and whatever, creating new outlets and new services for you guys, how I can help you even better. And the newest one is actually super interesting. We just launched it like maybe yesterday, 2 days ago, is this ATW workout partner program. So if you have challenges to work out by yourself and get yourself just like moving by yourself, and you have tried all this YouTube and all kinds of apps and that kind of stuff what I used to try as well, not succeeding back in the day, then this workout partner program is for those people who just can't, they want but they just can't get themselves up from the couch and start training. And 15 years ago, I wasn't happy with my life pretty much in any sector. Now, despite all the challenges we are facing and adversities, I'm happier than ever. I'm like happier than I ever could have even dreamt of. So that's like been the huge change in 15 years, but not much change since yesterday, if you know my point. But only thing why these things have changed is that I started to change them. Some parts have taken like forever, some parts not so much, but the most important thing is just to start. Make a game plan and blindly trust your game plan and use this ideal ear exercise if you need help with that. Yeah, so just to wrap this lesson together, don't put yourself in your self-made boxes or boxes that other people made. If you don't feel you belong in these boxes, or you don't feel like aligned being in those boxes. I'm really like against any boxes in any situation, but I know some people find comfort, being in some kind of box, but when it starts to like suffocate you, when you feel like just like anxiety being in that box, then just like start digging yourself out. It might take a week, it might take a year or 5 years, but you have to start digging yourself out. And if you need help, I'm here, just reach out. Focus and commit to your long-term goals, but keep your modalities open. For example, my long-term goal is to get in the best shape of my life. I think I'm pretty close already, but still. But modalities I keep open, and I have actually created like a lot of different training programs, and you can also download some of them from the free resources if you're interested. We have this ATW hybrid training program where it's bodyweight routines. We have split weight training routines, combo training routines, and actually functional training routines. Just keep checking them once in a while, or if you want to stay up to date, just subscribe to this ATW Insiders. We'll let you know when there's new stuff in the resources and what other stuff is available. We are so much more than just like parents. We are much more than just workers in these little sprockets in these huge machines. We are much more than entrepreneurs. We are much more than just friends or colleagues or whatever, farm owners. We are so much more than anything of those. And we all have all the potential to be whatever we want to be. All right, that was today's session. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for listening, and tomorrow 6 reps. And if you have any ideas for the exercises, just put them somewhere. I'm gonna upload this recording later. You can like comment them down below, and yeah, I might do them or not. All right, thanks guys, see you tomorrow, bye.